Students, this is my online lecture on the topic monopolistic competition. I'm going to explain the comparison between monopolistic competition and perfect competition. We have already till now known the meanings of the markets of perfect competition and monopolistic competition. So first of all, we'll give the meanings. Perfect competition is that market which is of an imaginary type. It has large number of buyers and sellers who deal in homogeneous products. Whereas monopolistic competition is a real life market situation in which there are again large number of buyers and sellers who deal in differentiated products. Next we move to assumption regarding the product. In perfect competition, the homogeneous products are bought and sold, whereas in monopolistic competition, there are differentiated products, that is, different varieties of products are sold by the sellers. Next is assumption regarding number of buyers and sellers. As I already said, in both the markets, the number of buyers and sellers is very large. Assumption regarding degree of knowledge. In the market of perfect competition, there is assumed to be perfect knowledge among the buyers and sellers, but in the market of monopolistic competition, since the number of sellers are very large, so the degree of knowledge among the buyers and sellers is not perfect. The sellers do not know how much will be bought by the buyers, and buyers do not know the different types of varieties which are being sold in the market. Then assumption regarding shape of demand curve. In the market of perfect competition, the demand curve or the average revenue curve or the price curve is a curve which is perfectly elastic. It runs parallel to x-axis. So this is PP is the demand curve, it is the price curve, it is the average revenue curve, and it is equal to the marginal revenue curve. It is perfectly elastic, runs parallel to x-axis, which implies that every unit of output is sold at the same price OP by all the sellers in the market. Whereas in case of the monopolistic competition, the AR and MR curves are downward sloping. AR curve or the demand curve or the price curve, it is downward sloping. MR curve is also downward sloping, and both these curves in monopolistic competition are separate curves, and the MR curve passes from the midpoint between y-axis and AR curve. So the AR and MR curves in perfect competition are different, and AR and MR curves in monopolistic competition are totally different. Then implications regarding decisions. In the market of perfect competition, the producer can decide about the output, or he can decide about the price, the total number of units which are being produced by him, but he cannot decide about the price because the price is fixed by the industry and not by the producer. So the producer can decide only and only about the number of units being sold by him. Whereas in the market of monopolistic competition, the producer can decide about the price or the output being produced by him, and he also has to make the decision regarding selling costs, because in this market selling costs are very important. So in monopolistic competition, a producer has to decide as to how much is to be spent on selling costs. Next is implication regarding condition of maximum profits. In the market of perfect competition as well as in monopolistic competition, the condition of equilibrium remains the same. In MR and MC approach, the equilibrium point will be attained at that very situation where first condition is MC is equal to MR and second condition is MC cuts MR from below. So when both the conditions are satisfied, in that very case, in both the markets, the point of equilibrium will be attained. Then is comparison regarding price. In the market of perfect competition, we can see from this figure that in the market of perfect competition, the point of equilibrium is it is A, because at this A point, MC is equal to MR. This is MR of perfect competition. So A is the point of equilibrium. And according to this equilibrium point, we can find that OP1 is the price which is being charged in perfect competition. Whereas when we talk about the market of monopolistic competition, then in this market the point of equilibrium is E, because at this point this LMC is equal to MR and LMC is cutting MR from below. Therefore, E is the point of equilibrium in monopolistic competition, and according to this equilibrium point, the price being charged is MB or OP. So we can easily see that in the market of perfect competition, the price charged OP1 is lesser as compared to the price OP which is charged in the market of monopolistic competition. So after price, we come to output. So in the market of perfect competition, we can use the same diagram that according to the equilibrium point A in perfect competition, the equilibrium quantity which is being produced is ON. Whereas in monopolistic competition, equilibrium point is E and the output being produced is OM. So this means that in the market of perfect competition, the output produced by the producer is much higher as compared to the output which is produced in monopolistic competition. Next we come to the profits. So in the market of perfect competition as well as in monopolistic competition, when we talk of short period of time, then there can be situation of supernormal profits or normal profits or even losses. But when we talk of the long period of time, then the situation is different. So in the long period of time, in both these markets, there will be normal profits only. So only normal profits are enjoyed by the producer when we talk of perfect competition as well as in monopolistic competition. Again, we can see from the same figure that in perfect competition, equilibrium point is E. Therefore, the per unit price is NA or OP1 and per unit average cost is NA again. Therefore, in perfect competition, normal profits are enjoyed. Similarly, in monopolistic competition, E is the point of equilibrium and therefore per unit price is MB and per unit average cost is also MB. It is touching LAC over here. So both price and average cost are equal. That means in monopolistic competition also this point B shows that normal profits are being enjoyed by the producer. So this was all about the comparison between perfect competition and monopolistic competition. Thank you so much.